This is horrid. This is absolutely horrible. What's up, everybody? This is Nate Schoell, and today we're going to dive into my channel analytics. Now, I know from my channel analytics you probably haven't joined us before. Now's a great time to, though. This is the next step in my journey, and hopefully you guys get something out of this as well as we dive into kind of the steps I'm taking to make December matter for me. Now, so far, I've uploaded a handful of a few handfuls of videos going back into September, but we're going to look at just October up till now to prep us for making a difference in December. So first, we're going to dive into our analytics here for a couple of channels, and we'll kind of give some tips and tricks as we go. We're going to do a good audit of what's working, what's not working, and what we're going to do differently going into December. So let's take a look. Now, as you can see here, we're taking a look at Nate Schoell, and we're looking at the channel analytics. This is pretty much the main place you're going to go to take a look at what's going on with your channel. You have a bunch of options up here: overview, reach, engagement, audience, revenue, a lot of great information about what's going on with your channel. And then within this section here, you have views, watch time, subscribers, and your estimated revenue here as well. And this is kind of the best overview you're going to get of your channel. Oftentimes, this is as far as you need to go, depending on what you're looking for. You also have a lot of great information on the side here. Again, you can see your total review count. Over here is just looking at the date range that you set up here, but over here is kind of an overview of what's going on, including the last 48 hours. It's updating live. You have a lot of great information, including like latest video and some of the performance there as well. You could obviously go back to some of the other sections, but this is the analytics, and this is really going to give us some good insight on what's going on. So we're going to start on this first screen here. I set this, again, just till from October 1st to now to kind of give us a good recent sample size as we go into December. So we still have, almost 2 weeks here as we're approaching the next month to really prep our channel to make a difference. So first we're going to start off with views. Looking at the views here, you can see we do not have a lot going on. As we said before, we could really use the likes, the subscribes, and maybe some comments below. Help us out. Enjoy the journey with me, and we'll do this journey together. But views, it's very low. So you can see there's a number of videos. All these icons here are the various videos that were uploaded, but we've only had 61 views since October 1st. Watch time, 2.6 hours, very useful timestamp there, especially when you're monitoring how close you're getting to being monetized. You need that 4,000 hours watched within the last year, and that's just from now, since a year, not a year since your channel started or anything like that, just within the last 12 months, get that 4,000. So tracking in hours is super helpful. No subscribers in the last, since October, and then obviously we're not monetized. So you can see this channel is pretty abysmal. It's not performing, and we want to kind of look into why. But before we do that, we're going to dive into the see more options here, which is the same as the advanced mode up here. But we're going to go into, again, we're looking at October 1st through November 21st. So again, almost 2 months here. And first we're on the video section here, so we're going to dive into this really quick. And this, again, we're taking a look at what videos have been performing as far as views, watch time, subscribers, so we have a little bit more information about each of the videos in this section. So one of the best things you can look for is your impressions and your impressions click-through rate. So your CTR, that's really important to YouTube. That means if YouTube is showing your video where people can see your thumbnail, your title, maybe get a preview of your video, are they clicking through to watch you? And that's super important to YouTube because they're not going to show your video if it's not performing in this metric. And then the other strong metric is watch time in hours. This is your average watch time. Are people staying on your video? Are they watching most of your video, or how much time of your video? Are they bouncing? Are they going to other videos and things like that? So these are really important. These are more important than subscribers, which, as you can see, we haven't gotten any new subscribers in the last, couple months almost here. But we can take a look at how each videos kind of performing here. You kind of got the line graphs. They're all performing pretty abysmal, as you can see. But we have a lot of great information here. The bigger your channel gets, the more information you're kind of going to get here. The more views you have, the more information that's going to help you out. But overall, we have a decent click-through rate. So when our video is getting shown, it's getting clicked on. It's not getting a whole lot of watch time. But mostly that's because each of these videos are pretty low timestamps. And the reason for that is because in my journey, I'm just trying to get the ball rolling. Just pressing record, putting it out there, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't, and just kind of getting used to the process. And then I get this information within analytics that I could dive into with you guys. The other great place here is traffic source. We're going to dive over here really quick. Really, when you're starting out, and pretty much unless you're mega huge on YouTube, the most important thing here to look at is YouTube search. You want to be ranking in YouTube search. It's all about the SEO with YouTube, the search engine optimization. YouTube is your second largest search engine. That's usually the main place that you're going to get ranking. Now, full disclosure, my data is also a little off here because I was trying to jumpstart it a little bit. So my 2 subscribers is actually me, myself, and I, except I never showed up, so it's just me and myself, 2 subscribers. I've 2 other channels. One of them doesn't really do anything. The other channel we're going to take a look at in a few minutes here, just to kind of get a glance at a little more data on how another channel is doing. But it's just, I basically subscribe to myself, and one of those channels I click on, and then this channel I click on the videos. So I'm going to stop doing that just so I can start getting some more consistent, good raw data. But most of my views are coming because my other channel, I'm clicking through like browse features and things like that. So it might be a little bit off, but there are a bunch of other views here that are worth looking at. But otherwise, this is a great place to dive into those traffic sources and see how those are performing. And if you go into YouTube search, you get even more great information, like the type of terms that you're showing up for. Now again, this channel is not really performing right now, which we're hoping to fix going into December and start seeing some actual growth. But it is exciting. Since October 1st, we are ranking for consistency motivation. So again, I mean, that's kind of what my channel has been about, is me just putting up these 2-minute, 3-minute, maybe up to 4-minute videos just to get consistency. And I talk about what consistency means to me as far as my journey and enjoying the journey on YouTube. So it's great to see that we've gotten a view from that search term. That's really exciting, actually, for how fresh this channel is as far as uploading videos. And it's getting some traffic for pretty much one of our target keywords up to this point. So I'm happy with that. You should be happy if you saw those type of results. And now we have a benchmark to go off of. Next month, when we do another look in our analytics near the end of December, I'm hoping that we see more keywords in here and more traffic because of them. So this is really exciting to take a look at. But there's not a whole lot here, so we're going to wrap it up. As far as this go, we're going to do a quick audit of the channel. We're going to back out of here and kind of take a look at what we can see. So I'm actually jumping right over to the channel here to get a feel for what's going on. This is a great thing to kind of audit what your visitors would see when they're visiting your channel. So first thing off the bat, a pretty old picture of myself. I kind of threw it up there as one of the best pictures I had at the moment. But I think we need to get that updated right away. It's time to get something fresh in there, something that's more representative of me, something that's more representative of the channel. So we're going to make some notes here, and it's time to get a new image up, or logo. Probably an image in this case because this is a branded account, and we want to share with people our vlogging experience as well as some YouTube tips, and pretty much, you know, we're putting a face to the account. So we're going to put a face up. So we're going to update this. This header is kind of just a generic header. Got to scrap that. Got to get something more branded, on point, possibly images from the channel, or just some messaging up there. Maybe enjoy the journey. One of my favorite sayings. It's very, very big for me. So we're going to update that as well. So we're going to make note of getting a new image up there. We don't have any links going on as far as social media. So that's one thing that we could kind of try to drive more traffic to the channel, try to drive more engagement for the brand, for the channel. So possibly get some social media going as well and have some links to that. And then eventually that could also include like a website. It's really, really great to drive people to, whether it's your brand's website or just a merchandising website, things like that. So we're not quite there yet, but possibly we're going to consider maybe getting some social media going just as another way to reach people and drive them to the YouTube channel, which is the main goal at this moment where we're at in our journey. Again, I have 2 subscribers. I'm going to actually scrap those. I'm still going to continue liking and viewing every single of my videos myself, so that'll give me 1 view and 1 like, and then I'll comment on it as well to help increase engagement, which I'll show you in a second here. But I'm going to stop viewing it with another channel. But I am going to leave my other featured channels here. We're going to dive into this channel in a second, just briefly. We don't want this video going too long. And this channel is kind of a hobby channel, which not a lot goes on there, but I like to have it there just, if people want to join me, and it's, just the stuff I'm poking around there. But as far as Sears channel, this is the Sears channel, and this one's the other channel, which you can see is not too bad, but we'll get into that some more. As far as what you see here, first thing off the bat, we don't have many sections here. We have popular, uploads, and then we have uploads, and then we have the featured channel. So there's no sections here. There's not really a lot of engagement going on here. There's no trailer video or any video content here except the video cards that you can click into. So it's not particularly engaging. So we're gonna switch that up as well. Probably create some playlists, which you can bounce over here. There's really no playlist going on except for favorites is showing up here, which it probably shouldn't be. It's just favorite videos. We want to keep people on our content. So actually I'm going to scrap that for sure. And then the other playlist is, again, just my private playlist. So just stuff I like. So that one's not showing up. So we're going to get some actual playlists going on here just to help drive more consistent viewership. If people did find or check out the playlist, we want them to be going to the next video and the next video. So we'll probably do something with playlists. It's super easy to do, so we might as well do it. But as far as the videos go that we're looking at, we don't have any thumbnails going. So we started to utilize a free option, vidIQ thumbnails, just to throw something up. So we have this little lower thirds overlay on most of the videos here. And you can see we started that a while back. We poked around and we proved it only a little bit, but it's not going to give me the click-through rate that I want or Google would like to see. So we're going to make note of that. Going into December, we're going to have some much better thumbnails onto our videos. I think the titles overall, and this might not be the greatest place to see my titles, probably go back to analytics, but my titles overall are pretty good. And you can see I started making them much longer here. I added on vlog at the end of them, as you can see, and that's kind of just trying to get the keywords in there what I want to rank for. And you can see I only ranked for one thing, or at least drawn views for one search term, which is great, but I'm trying to increase that. Vlog is a really hard one. I don't really expect much to come out of that, except I'm looking at it from an SEO perspective. I want Google to understand what type of video it is. So identifying as a vlog, it's a great place to start. And then I pump in all the tags that are appropriate for it as well to help Google realize what it's about. The other thing we could get rolling is I could post in discussion. It's not really great. It's better when this tab becomes community tab, but I could start posting here just to show some kind of engagement with people as well. The other section is the About section. Again, none of those URLs are showing up here that you would normally see in here. So we could possibly get some social media going for the brand. But description, this is horrid. This is absolutely horrible. We're going to get a description going, something more keyword rich, something that really tells people what the channel's about, people that are looking into the channel, seeing if it's worth following. Maybe they check out the videos, maybe they check out About Us. There's really not a lot of great information up to this point, and we definitely need this to be fleshed out for it to be taken seriously. So we're going to update this as well. So I'm just jumping back over to analytics here again, and I'm just going to check out one of the videos here. Just going to click into it. And again, this is one of the top performing videos right now. It got good traffic and decent for the channel, and it plateaued a little bit here. But a lot of great things are going on here. But I just wanted to dive into the details of it really quick, just to point out the longer titles. I do have a little bit more I could have even went. As you can see, 80 characters out of 100, so we could bump that up as well. Description is very short. We're probably going to try to extend the descriptions a little bit more. We have the hashtags. I think hashtags are effective, or will be more effective in the future. So we're going to keep that strategy going, hitting some of the regular stuff that are relevant. My favorite phrase here, enjoy the journey, and then just other stuff. But we're going to try to get this a little bit more fleshed out. We have lots of characters. You should definitely be using more of it. So we're going to make note of that and flesh this out as well. And then again, the thumbnails are going to be improved. We're going to get these videos in playlists. Tags are pretty good so far. I haven't been paying enough attention to them. We have lots more characters for the tags to utilize, and so we're just going to try to maximize all of our efforts. We're not going to stuff it. We're not going to try to game the system. That's bad SEO, no matter where you're doing it, especially in YouTube here. We don't want to try to game the system. So we want it to be relevant, but we're going to try to pack it full of more information. So we're going to take care of that for sure. And then there's just more meta information we could feed it as well. That might be beneficial. So we might take a look at doing some of that as well. For now, people blogs, that's a good category to be in. So I think that's going to wrap it up for the Nate Schoell main channel here. As you can see, it's very low. We're going to drop it going into December back down to 0 subscribers like it should be, because right now I'm the only 2 subscribers to it. But the goal is to start getting actual true subscribers in December. That's where I'm at. Hopefully you guys are one of those subscribers. That mean the world to me, and hopefully you guys are finding value out of this. But before we let you go, I'm just going to jump over to another channel really quick where I do some gaming stuff, and that channel has actually had some success. So we're just going to jump over there really quick. So here we are at the Cruxing Gaming channel. We're just going to look at this briefly, but we're going to look at this more regularly as well, because I'm breaking one of the top rules and I'm spreading myself too thin. Honestly, I really, really am. But this is one channel that I've been doing for quite a while and I've enjoyed quite a bit. And I'm actually getting a lot of good success here. So you can see I have 372 subscribers. No, they're not all me, they're real subscribers. And it's been an awesome channel, so I don't want to let that go. I want to do more, and we're diving more into this. But let me point out some problems with it really quick. First off, you can see it has good thumbnails going, which is good branding. It has a good logo image going for it. So I'm doing a lot of the correct things on this channel. Let's dive into the analytics here though. So we'll dive into the analytics here, and you can see I changed this to just looking at October, but 330 views in the month of October. Watch time 46, almost 47 hours. We got 2 more subscribers just last month, and this is not monetized yet either, but that's going to be one of my goals, is to see if this could start getting towards that monetization as well. But this channel has a lot of successes, but it's mainly riding this video's wave right here. So it had the majority of the views, and it's been like that pretty much the whole history of this channel. So let's take a quick look at that. So when we're looking at, and again, we're still in October, but when we're looking at our video views, again, that core video there is getting all the views, just like we saw before. And we have a couple other ones. But the way this game works, it was in previous alphas. I think this was done in alpha 17. Then there's the alpha 18, alpha 19 as well. So the 2, in this case, farming videos that was targeting these keywords did amazingly well. This one did well, not because of search. So we're going to dive into it really quick and just look at traffic source. This one was doing well because it was suggested videos. We're ranking. We're getting suggested for different topics, for the gaming topic, the 7 Days to Die topic, and then it was getting a lot from YouTube search, but it was also getting a lot through direct, and it was getting more when the video first came out over a year ago, and it's still driving all of my views. So going into YouTube search, I'm ranking for a lot of great terms here, which I was targeting for it, mostly the farming. It's interesting. I'm ranking for PS4, not playing on PS4, but that's interesting. I'm ranking for it, but still it's the same game, so that works for me. But the farming guide is ranking. But beyond that main video, the other videos just aren't performing, not getting any views in the month of October, even though I was getting some impressions, so 0. So YouTube's like, yeah, I'm not going to bother showing you anymore. So we might have a disconnect on how well our thumbnails and our titles are actually working out. So it might be worth taking a little bit of audit at that and changing things up to see if we could get better growth. We are getting growth, but not great. To give you a little bit more perspective, so we'll look at the last year here of what this channel has been doing. You see it's been fairly steady, and it kind of dropped off completely here, which is pretty lousy, and I'll show you how bad it actually is. I don't like to look at lifetime too much, especially with this channel, but you can see this one video had 69,000 views in all. It's been just a beast on the channel, and most of that was because I got it promoted on the game's forums. So it was basically the farming guide, or one of the farming guides for people to click through, and it got tons of traffic, and I just didn't pursue that at all. And really quick, I'm just going to go traffic source just so you can see. So again, suggested videos here. So that's views from suggestions appearing alongside or after others' videos. This video was just reaching a lot of people, and I just did not capitalize on it correctly at the time. Kind of what the history of this channel looked like. We had a bunch of videos as we tried to get it going. We got it promoted and posted within the main forums of the game, and it did amazing, and I didn't produce any videos. And then I tried to reinvigorate the channel, post some more videos, and get it going again. We saw upward trend, and then it just kind of died off, and I died off with it. And then we're trying to kickstart it again here. So I've had some videos here. I've been experimenting with the shorts, which has a lot of good success here. Last 7 days, let's bump it to the last month here. So you can see the spike of when I posted like a short, and then another short, and another video here. But that's only in the last 28 days, and really that's more like the last 2 to 3 weeks only. So it's not a great effort so far. So we're going to make note of that and see if we can change that. But again, I don't want to spread myself too thin, but it is worth looking at. And this one's been a lot of fun. It's on the verge of how seriously do I want to take it, how much of a hobby it is. But it's pretty interesting what's going on here. So this channel is where I want to kind of put most of my efforts in as it loads up here. This is kind of where I'm going to do more experimenting. I want to kind of play around with more, teach more, help you guys out in your journey as well. Hopefully you found value in this video, dive into analytics, and kind of doing a good audit. So we have some of our notes for us. We're going to update the branding for this channel, our profile image, our cover image, our thumbnail images, work on the titles a little bit more description to them, more tags to them. We're going to do all that. And then we're going to work on our channel layout a little bit, maybe get a trailer video in there, get some more sections in there, and possibly build out some of the playlists just to help promote the videos and self-promote the videos a little bit better as well. So we have a lot of work to do on this one to imitate some of the success on the gaming channel a little bit, but even there, we could probably look at improving our click-through rate, which is one of our most important aspects. But this was a lot of fun. This is, the SEO elements, the analytics. It's really exciting. This is how you work on your channel. This is how you build a community, and this is how you really grow and take meaningful steps in the right direction. So hopefully you guys got value out of it. Comment below. Let me know if I missed anything critical. We just looked at it at a pretty high level overview and got some very specific next steps to do as we go into December. And we're going to see how much improvement we can make and how quickly we can do it. So hopefully you enjoyed that. Please like, subscribe, and comment below on kind of what you got out of this and where you think we should go next with the channel. I appreciate you guys joining on, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.